A dream run that lived to tell its tale. A triumph beyond imitation. A moment that changed cricket for millions of Indians across the world. How did a team with just one win in two previous World Cups create history? Rank outsiders, India took on the West Indies, winners of the two previous editions, in the very first game. Led by Yashpal Sharma's stellar 89, they delivered a statement, rocking the West Indies juggernaut to clinch an improbable win. It was no mean feat, given the West Indies boasted of the fearsome pace quartet of Michael Holding, Andy Roberts, Malcolm Marshall and Joel Garner. And when Kapil Dev's side beat Zimbabwe in their next game, everybody sat up and took notice of the minnows on the world stage. However, fortunes took a turn and India lost their next two games against Australia and the West Indies. Another loss and India's campaign would have been in jeopardy. And in their next match, India were reeling at 17 for 5 against Zimbabwe. Kapil Dev then stepped up and played a captain's knock, a stellar 175, to record the then highest individual score in one-day cricket. Unfortunately, that match was not recorded given the official broadcasters were covering other games on the day. Riding on Kapil Dev's heroics, India beat Zimbabwe by 31 runs and then brushed past Australia by 118 runs in their next game. Finishing second in their group, India reached the semi-finals to lock horns against the home favourites England. And yet again, they defied all odds to chase down 214, with Mohinder Ramanathan scoring 46, Yashpal Sharma scoring 61 and Sandeep Patil remaining 51 not out, putting on a grand show. And then the big day arrived.
The day India went right on top of the cricketing world. Yes, that's the day India won the World Cup. We reached the final as underdogs. West Indies were overwhelming favourites, having won the first two World Cups, and that side seemed absolutely unbeatable. And then magic happened. India could score only 183 runs, mostly thanks to a fighting 38 by Krishnamachari Srikanth. When we started bowling, Balwinder Singh Sandhu bowled a beauty of an in-swinger and Gordon Greenwich shouldered arms and it took his off stump. That was the start, but that was not enough because Viv Richards soon went on the rampage. But then Madan Lal came back to bowl one over. Viv Richards hit him in the air. And Kapil ran a long distance to take an absolutely spectacular running catch. That was the match. Soon Madan Lal and Jimmy Amarnath tightened the screws and the West Indies finally lost their last wicket at 140 when Mohinder Ramanathan trapped Michael Holding plumb leg before wicket. India had won its first World Cup and cricket history changed from there.
The Indian team celebrated in such a wild manner that by the time they decided to have dinner, eateries and restaurants were closed. Not many had thought that India could achieve the unbelievable, let alone beat two-time world champions West Indies in the final. This team had even travelled to England without a coach. Several cricketers believed they would not go the distance and treated it like a stopover tournament. Krish Srikanth, who had even booked tickets for his honeymoon in the US, later joked that Kapil Dev owes him 10,000 rupees given he had to cancel his plans. 10,000 rupees was a lot back in those days, given the Indian team received only 2,100 rupees for the final, 1,500 for the rest of the matches and 600 rupees as daily allowance. The BCCI, despite wanting to reward the players, had no cash. The then BCCI president NKP Salve urged singer Lata Mangeshkar to hold a fundraising concert, which she obliged to, with the concert raising rupees 20 lakhs. Cricket perhaps became a religion 40 years ago on this day.